Hi, friends. Now we are in another episode of Soaring Through Chaos. It's such a delight to be here in front of you day after day, talking about the challenges that we face and how we can go beyond the challenges. We know that these are not easy times. It's the second wave of the pandemic. And we also know from doctors, from therapists, from counselors that when we go through difficulty, when we go through challenges, it also presents us opportunity. These situations present us opportunities to grow, to go to the next level of our evolution. So with me is a friend, Sushma Kamble, who has been a principal of a school. She has run daycare centers. She's done artwork, yoga. And what I find amazing about her is that no matter what happens in her life, she not only bounces back, but she bounces forward to the next level. So, Sushma, we met at the Awaken Circle, which was sitting in silence and sharing and all. That was like 4 years ago. Tell us about how did you end up at the Awaken Circle? What was your life like before that you came to an Awaken Circle, sitting in silence and all that? अपने
Hi
बारे में
Shankar.
कुछ बताइए.
Yeah, Shankar, I remember that we first met in the Awaken Circle, and before that we were not knowing each other. We are staying at Vadodara, but the thing that which attracted towards the Awaken Circle is that I like the company of the people. The people who come over there, they have some cause of their life that they want to do something better for the society, and most of the people, they do not interfere in each other's life. They are non-judgmental. And in the Awaken Circle, what I found is that it is a really the circle of sharing what we are doing, that people are mostly, they listen to you very carefully. And you know that nowadays everywhere it is a chaos, and everyone want to say something, nobody want to listen others. So that's the great thing. We are getting the chance to present ourselves, share our views, and we are sitting there for 1 hour of silence. And I think the 1 hour sitting silence is a inner chatting with yourself, and that's what we don't do in nowadays. So thank you so much for calling me here. When you told me that you are going to take my interview, I thought it's what, like, I'm not so much great person, and why want you want to interview me?
In fact,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for outer greatness as in achievements. That is definitely welcome. But I'm looking for inner greatness. How much we develop ourselves, how much how much we become more wholesome in our life, how we can contribute to others. So, what was your childhood like? You grew up in Mumbai, like I did, in the suburbs of Mumbai, right? And then at
Yes.
some point you ended up in Baroda. What was your
Yeah.
childhood like? Was it always this calm, nice person, really chill, helping people, or did you have your own challenges?
Actually, the life is full of hurdles, and it's all sukh and dukh, happiness and sadness, everything is going on hand in hand. So my life was fine, but like when means my father expired when I was in 8th standard. After that, life become little harder, and we had no support from my mom's side or my dad's side. My mother was only taking care of her mother's house. So it was really very difficult time we had, and I was the elder sister. Then I have one brother and one sister also younger to me. So though mother was not showing that the troubles, but still, you know, uh, the situation, like we come to know ki that now we have to work wisely, don't give a trouble to mom, and I have to uh, become independent. So I started thinking ki I will not give a load on my mother, and I will do my expenses by my own, like my the further teaching, the colleges and all. After B.Sc, I had completed a B.Sc in physics subject from B.N. Bandodkar College of Thane. So I started working very early. I started taking tuitions, and same thing with my brother too. Like my father's dream that to make him engineer. So he has a goal to his life that he want to become an engineer. So he studied very hard. He got very good percentage, and he become chemical engineer. Now he's settled in UK. He has his own house and four-wheeler. Everything is settled his life very well. So we had passed through a very difficult time, and I remember that I was busy from morning 7 o'clock till night 9:30 or 10. Means in the morning I used to go to the school. I was a school teacher because after B.Sc I had completed B.Ed. Then I had joined a school. So morning 7:30 to 1 o'clock I was in the school. After coming home I will take lunch. Then again I will do the household work also. When I was in the school, that time also I had to do the household work because my mother was so busy, and she used to travel from Bhanduk to VT. So 1 hour traveling, going there, 1 hour back, and it's 8 hours working hours. So it was difficult for her also. So we had distributed the household work with three of us, and that's how after that afternoon time I used to teach to the coaching classes. There 3 years teaching, and then coming to home, and again having my some snacks and all, and then again going to take the home tuition, the private tuition. So I used to go to till Pedder Road also. Pedder Road, then Hiranandani, Powai, Mulund, Ghatkopar. So from wherever I'm getting a good earning, means the source of earning. So I used to travel over there, and I was very busy, and I used to earn money also, and that make me self-independent. Otherwise, when I was in the home, I was very introvert little bit, and I had a fear in my mind. I can't go outside. I can't talk with the people with confidence. But when the things come on you, means the struggle teach you a lot, a lesson. It make you independent, and through struggle, you become very strong. That is what I feel. Because after going out and doing my own work, like taking admission to the colleges, making taking LC, and going to the government offices, doing some work, going for the interview. So I used to travel alone. Means I learn to go to travel through the local train, going towards the western area, giving the interview, facing an interview. Then many times we got a rejection also, but that rejection made me strong, and I really took up it as a challenge. When like I had studied through vernacular medium, Marathi medium, so I have not that much grip on English language. I was not that fluent. So it was a challenge and it was a hurdle for me. So I started working on it. Started reading the English book, and I took up the challenge. Though I am from the vernacular medium, and I did a B.Sc like 5 years in English, because that time the medium of uh, college was only English, so that I can do. So why can't I speak in English? So I working on it, and I started teaching in English medium school, not in Marathi medium school. While my other friends who did B.Ed, because there we had taken medium of instruction was Marathi, because someone from my group told ki you have to take Marathi only because you studied, you did SSC through Marathi, so it's better if you will do in B.Ed from Marathi medium. So when I approached the Marathi medium school, so I had seen the salary was very less, and I tried government school also, but it was very difficult to get a job. So I changed my mind and I went to the English medium school private also. There I see the people are welcoming me. They are not saying that you are from which background or what is your caste or how you look. They really see your talent, that your teaching skill. So the people, they are judging there from the CBSE school and ICSE school. They judge your knowledge, they see your presentation, that how much you're confident. So I like it very much, and I took up it as a challenge. Then I started teaching to the English medium school. First, I started with the state board. Then afterward, I started teaching to the higher classes, ninth and 10th, then to CBSE board, then ICSE board, and this is how I grow in my teaching. And I really enjoyed it. Means passing one hurdle and going to the next. Like if people will say, no, your English is not that much good. No, you cannot teach to the CBSE board. How can you teach to CBSE board? So I was, telling them, why are you like judging me from my biodata? Why don't you take my demo? Take my demo lesson, and it will prove that whether I am suitable for your job. If you feel that I'm suitable for the job, then take me. So that was the thing, and really that I never got a rejection from any school. Whenever I approached, I was getting the job, and I have to choose where to go. So
Wow.
that was yeah. So because of that, I become so confident that to travel alone and doing the work alone, and I first time I feel the freedom, and that is also in a good good point of view, that growing yourself.
So, Sushma, after several years in Bombay, after going through all the challenges and overcoming them and growing, coming to this point in life, how did you end up in Baroda? How did you end up in Gujarat? And what did your life change after you moved to Gujarat?
Okay. Actually, my husband, he has switched off the job. He has resigned from the job, and then he has joined the new company at Vadodara. And I was in the school, was getting a good salary, government salary. We had a house. We had my, in-laws family and my mom's family. Everyone is at Mumbai only. Me and my husband basically born and brought up in Mumbai. So I took a decision after 6 months. My husband has left the decision over me, that if you want to come to Vadodara, it's your decision, or you want to stay in Mumbai, again, it's your decision. So after 6 months, I thought since we had, married with each other, and family is more important. So I left my job, and I thought that my kids, like as I don't have father, when I was small. So I thought why my daughters, will live without father. So we thought we will, as a family, we will stay together, and then I came to Vadodara. After coming to Vadodara, definitely the life is very slow in Vadodara, because we Mumbai people are used to be having very busy in our life and running as per the clock. So it was very slow, and I find it very difficult in the beginning, that life is very slow. People are not so, they are not on their toes to do the work. If you go to the shop, they are not eager to show the things to the customer immediately and all. So that I found very surprised. Means I used to, like, tell my husband कि नहीं, ये दुकान में नहीं, दूसरी दुकान में चलते, ये ठीक नहीं है. So then after I so, and for me it was like, how people can do like this कि auto वाला भी like in the afternoon, if you will say वहां जाना है, लॉन्ग जर्नी जाना है, तो ना बोलेगा, इट्स माय लंच टाइम, मुझे घर जाना है, सोना है, so I will not work. So for me it was surprising, we are giving money, and how they can say no. So but I joined Nalanda school, Nalanda International School, and so again, I was working, so I can make out my daughters were very small. I used to keep them in a daycare, and used to work. So slowly I am habitual of Vadodara, and now I feel Bombay is very crowdy and Vadodara is calm. Population wise also and pollution wise also, Vadodara is the cleanest city, and the people are very, gentler. They are helpful. They are cooperative. So now I love Vadodara. That's it.
That's so funny that I had similar experiences after
Okay.
leaving Bombay. Even California felt slow. Iowa, where I was very slow, and then when I came to Baroda, like nothing to do, you know. But now I like the pace so much. So we human beings have a way of adjusting to the pace after some time. Now Bombay feels tough, and when people say, "How come the pandemic has not been contained in Bombay?" I remind people that the population of Greater Bombay is double the population of Sweden. So Sweden, yes, they've done a remarkable job of bringing people together and overcoming the pandemic. But a city like Bombay, with such small, I mean, it's a much smaller city than the country of Sweden, to be able to handle 2 crores or what, more than 20 million people is a very difficult challenge. So that brings me to the pandemic. We are all going through it. It's not easy. Has your life changed during the pandemic? In what ways has your life changed, and how are you able to keep up your pace? What have you been doing? What have your family been doing during the pandemic?
Yeah, yeah. Suddenly it was a lockdown, and though I am in Baroda, but I am, born and brought up from Mumbai, so that activeness is in my DNA. So here in Vadodara also I was so active. Like I am running my own preschool, so go there and participating in some social activities, as I attend this an awakening circle, sometime prayer circle, working with Vipassana, then doing yoga every day. I like to learn new things. So many times I learn, like I had joined some courses, small courses, learning yoga, learning. I started now music, vocal music. So I am very love to learn something, reading new books which are autobiography or something from which I can take something. So when this lockdown started, first is what I had seen my cupboard, the bookshelf, and I had seen there are a few books which I have not yet read. So I started reading it, and after I started reading it, then I come to know, oh, so many books are so good, and I was not getting time to read it. So it's a good time. I can use this time to read the books. So first I started reading the books. Even we in a family, my husband and daughters, they are also at home. So they also started reading the books. My husband started cooking, which he never do in his life. And from watching YouTube videos, he started new recipes also some days. So that was a good change in him. Then I started making drawings. Means when I was in the school, I was good in drawing. So now what to do the full day? Doing the housework by myself. Still, so much time has left. So what to do with that time? So I started drawing pictures, and yeah, some online workshop also I did. That coffee painting workshop I did. You can see here this painting of Buddha. It is done with the coffee, and
Wow. So this is
yeah,
actually
because
real coffee, huh?
yeah. And since I didn't kept it properly, na, so this white paper has taken on stick on it. This I did. Then I did like this painting I did myself only. Some,
Wow.
yeah. Then some pencil shading I did. Then I attended the workshop in which the sir taught us drawing with natural colors, that haldi and all. So that also I did. So I started doing drawing. You can see this picture which is hanging on the wall. It is a
Wow.
cat painting, and it is drawn by me in this lockdown only.
Wow, it's a lockdown picture. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
So
we had
you were,
participated in many drawing competition. Me and my daughters got certificates also. See, this is drawn by my daughter Shitija, And the message he's giving is unlock the artist within you. So that is why she
Wow.
can, yeah, it is in the cage, so, and that is open, and the artist inside it, and doing something, and the girl is thinking, and the light is coming from there. So this was the painting, and for this she got the prize also. So you
Wow.
might
So
agree
essentially
when whatever
describing
I was
the,
doing, correct, the lockdown period.
uh
So as you like, we are saying it is a lockdown for, but for me it is unlock yourself, and talking with your inner, and all of a sudden, see, this is my elder daughter's painting. She did her own portrait. She had drawn it. She
wow,
has look at,
self-portrait. And what's her name?
yes,
Is that Sanskriti?
Sanskriti. Her name is Sanskriti.
Wow.
So
So
whatever I
unlock the
used to
artist
do,
within. So although
yes,
we are locked down
whatever.
physically, how do you unlock yourself and how do you open up?
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And they started, following me. Whatever I used to do, I participated in Rangoli competition. I did one Rangoli. So my daughter also, she is also participated. I did drawing. They are also doing drawing. And all of a sudden, I started writing poems. So which I used to do in when I was in ninth standard. So after that, so many years, I started writing poem, and now you can see this book. It is now full of my poems. So many poems I
Wow.
wrote
Could
in
you read us
Hindi.
one of them? Could you tell us about the one that you felt most moved by? Anything that can relate to the situation we are in?
Yes, why not? I am writing in Hindi and Marathi,
Sure.
which is my mother tongue, and I'm writing in English too. Okay. I will relate it to the situation. I will read one of my poem. I am not that poet, but still I tried. I am expressing myself, my views.
It's
So the
self-expression.
name.
Yes.
So okay, I'm going to present a poem, and the title of the poem is "करुणा से करुणा." यही थी वो डोर, यही थी वो डोर जो बांधे है ईश्वर को उस ओर। यही थी वो डोर जो बांधे है ईश्वर को उस ओर। कैसे आया मन में चोर, देख के हैरान है यमुना का चित चोर। कुदरत ने फेंका विषाणु कोरोना, कुदरत ने फेंका विषाणु कोरोना। हे इंसान सफर तुम अब तय कोरोना, कोरोना से करुणा। हे इंसान सफर अब तुम तय कोरोना, कोरोना से करुणा। कई पंछी प्राणियों के तुमने मिटा दिए नामो निशान, कई पंछी प्राणियों के तुमने मिटा दिए नामो निशान। इंसानियत का गला घोट के तुमने पंच तत्व से निकाले हैं प्राण, इंसानियत का गला घोट के तुमने पंच तत्व से निकाले हैं प्राण। इसे अब तुम अभी रोक लो ना, इसे अब तुम अभी रोक लो ना, निजी स्वार्थ के बहाव में बहो ना, निजी स्वार्थ के बहाव में बहो ना, करुणा से करुणा। करुणा की डोर पकड़ के तुम, करुणा की डोर पकड़ के तुम सब साथ साथ चलो ना। धरती को स्वर्ग बनाओ तुम, आपसी दूरियां तय कर लो ना। धरती को स्वर्ग बनाओ तुम, आपसी दूरियां तय कर लो ना। कुदरत को अपना काम करने दो ना, उसमें दखल अंदाजी तुम करो ना। कुदरत को अपना काम करने दो ना, उसमें दखल अंदाजी तुम करो ना, कोरोना से करुणा। So this was the poem, and it's
Wow.
regarding, yeah.
Would you like to explain it to especially जो लोगों को हिंदी नहीं आती? Could you explain it a little bit in simple words?
Okay, fine. It's this poem is about the coronavirus, which had thrown by the nature to us, and now we have to learn to move from corona towards karuna, and karuna is the compassion and the love. So the nature has is telling us कि whatever destruction now till now you had did it, so please stop it, and work together, come together, and go with compassion, with love in your mind, and overcome the situation. Whatever we did, the destruction to the nature, like the fire in the Amazon jungle and all. So that now you have to take a pause. So this is what the about the poem was. I hope you like.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And have your children also writing? Have they also started following you in writing as well?
Yes, my daughter wrote a poem. Both of them wrote a poem, two poems. इसने संस्कृति ने वो बिल्ड योर ओन पाथ का पोएम लिखा था कि खुद सक्सेस की तरफ जाने के लिए स्ट्रगल इज नेसेसरी. दैट इज व्हाट.
Wonder if she would like to share it. Is she around? Would she like to share it?
I think her classes are going on, online
Okay.
classes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course, online classes. I forgot she's in a classroom.
Yeah.
So given that so much has changed during the pandemic, do you see us going back to what it was before, or do you see a new reality emerging? कुछ बदलने वाला है क्या? And your whole poem was about being sensitive to the environment, being compassionate with animals, plants. Um, is this a temporary change, or do you think people are going to shift permanently? What do you think is happening in the world?
What I feel like, that Corona has taught a lot to us now. Many people had got the lesson. Yesterday, I was, talking with my friend, and he was telling कि ये 4-5 महीने में बहुत सिखा दिया कोरोना ने. Like, the people unnecessarily we buy things. We become so materialistic. One bungalow is over, now I want two. I want one more car, I want Mercedes. So this greed, it has no end. So on whatever we are doing, saving for our future. Then we are saving for our old age. Uh, we are saving for our next generation. Then we want to save for the next to next generation. So there is no end. So the corona has taught ki, the planning can change, and everything, the nature is ruling on us. So whenever you will interrupt the in the cycle of the nature will show his power. And what I feel कि we are only thinking from the negative side कि ये हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, ऐसा हो रहा है, ये नहीं मिल रहा है. But we are not thinking of from the positive side of the corona. You can see many social organizations, the NGOs, they came forward, and so many donations in India has given by not only the industrialist, the actress, and even the common people, though they do not earning so much still from, like, if the person is earning 10,000 and he is giving 2,000 for the donation, I think it's a good amount. Means he is giving the 1/5 part of his earning. So this compassion, people had now, and now they realize the meaning of the life. Life is uncertain. Things are uncertain. Nobody was knowing that now Corona will come and this will happen. So we have to, accept the change, and according to that, we have to prepare ourselves to see the lighter side. See the brighter side of this Corona situation. You can, on one of my friends, she's working with the NGO. So many NGOs are giving the donation, and what I feel, the people are not starving. Actually, they are getting help. If you ask for the help, you will get it. And I believe in the power of universe. वो शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग है ना कि जो अगर आप मुद्दत से कोई चीज मांगते हो तो वो नेचर मतलब मजबूर हो जाती है आपको देने के लिए. तो दैट इज द रियली द रूल कि आप सच में अगर आप कुछ चाहते हो, लाइक इफ यू वांट समथिंग वेरी अर्जेंटली, एंड from very the intensity to get that thing, is deeper, then the nature will give you the thing. Only the thing that your motto should be the positive. The motive behind must be the good, and then the nature will help you. It will create a situation. It will suddenly the situation will change. The people will come. They will donate you. My friend had want to give donate vegetables and fruit to the people who are staying in the this area, rural area, slum area. And she started asking for the donation, and you will not believe, within 2 3 days she got 500 kg of fruits and vegetables. And
Wow.
even I with her, and even the volunteers also, all of a sudden volunteers bhi aa gaye, and we can donate it in Indira Nagar side, and that slum area in that summer side we went, in Bajwa we went, and we donated it. And after donating, the what satisfaction you got, that has no limit and that has no value. It's real happiness. That's what I feel.
That's true, and we have learned so many lessons, some the hard way, some the gentle way, but our life has changed quite a bit. Um, do you have any suggestions for how we can continue to make these changes in our life? And you're a teacher. You have been teaching in so many different forums, private schools, public schools, preschool. You've been a principal. Do you see the education system also changing going forward? Is it going to be the
Yes.
same education system we had before, or do you see some, other than the fact that we're going online, are there other changes coming? What do you see happening in education?
Yeah. Yes, the education has changed a lot from, I can see from 20 years I'm in this teaching field. So it has changed the methodology, the teaching methodology is also changed. The way of teaching, the way of learning is has changed. And during this lockdown also, we are now moving towards the techno savvy way of teaching. That now the teachers are, they are had a hard time to acquire the knowledge about the Zoom, Gmail, and all. They are now can make the videos and upload it. The new interesting ways of teaching, the activity based method. And the students, even in my preschool, they are of the age group of 3 to 6 years, though they also can handle the app meeting. They can take out the books whatever ma'am is telling and do the work. So this is the change, and this is showing that we are moving towards the 21st century. But if you can see, this technology is moving in one side, but there is a need of a social and emotional, this one, what you can say,
Social and emotional learning, social and
learning.
emotional
Yeah,
education.
social and emotional learning is the need. You may heard some news of doing suicide in because of some of the reasons, the mental pressure and this and that, the social pressure. So why this is happening, and for that what is the solution? So we have to look at the solution. It is not that the human is a social animal, and we have to deal with the society. You cannot stay alone, or you had grown in a nuclear family, but sometime you have to face the world. And are you ready for the world and taking up the challenges? So that we have to learn that accepting the rejection, also accepting the failure in a positive way. So because the failure is a part of success. It is we had taught from so many years that failure is opposite of success. So I said it is a part of a success. After failure, you learn the things, and it gives you the opportunity to change yourself. So that is the thing. And this in pandemic, even I had seen, I myself has started the free yoga class, free online yoga classes. And I had seen on the Facebook also so many people were doing the live yoga teaching, and that is also free. I had seen in the YouTube live classes, Facebook live classes. So why people are moving towards the yoga and vipassana or meditation? Because they want the peace of mind. So the peace of mind is also very, very important. As I'm also the Gujarat State Board yoga trainer and I'm a certified yoga teacher, I'm taking the classes, yoga classes in my society free of charge. And in online, I got a wider range because now the people can connect me through different states. So that is, the blessing. So you just see the positive side that one of my friends, she used to teach only the 40 strength, means 40 students in one class, which is possible in physical. But now she can take more than 100 students in one class, and that is also from different state, different cities. So this give you the wider range, and that is a fantastic thing. The Google Classrooms had been created, and the students are giving online exam. They are submitting the Google form, so that is the good change. And we actually need the peace of mind, and for that we have to schedule our day. Sometimes we have to give time for the physical exercise. In that you do whatever you like. If you want jogging, if you like walking, or you want aerobic zumba, so give time for that. Because when you actually do some physical exercise, some hormones are secreting in your body, which gives you happiness. Okay, so that is very essential. And other things, everybody must do at least 10 minutes yoga when they go to bed in night time, or when they wake up in the morning. So at least 10 minutes yoga meditation everybody can do. We are even conducting the anapan meditation for school children. It is a course, and we are conducting in the school. So the students, they themselves, I find that they are mature than their parent. What they are telling ki, ma'am, the way you teach us the meditation, can you teach same thing to my parents? So I said, yes, it is possible. Then why you want so? Because मेरे parents बहुत झगड़ा करते हैं. They quarrel a lot, and because of them, I am not getting the peace. This is what the
Wow.
child says, literally. कि मेरे मम्मी पापा को शांत होने की जरूरत है, मैं तो हो जाऊंगा. उनको जरूरत है, so that I will get peace at home. So you can see it is a call of the nature that. In yoga also there are so many techniques, like shavasana is there, yoga nidra is there, there
Yoga
is
Nidra.
called as a yoga person, and so many videos are available on YouTube. So if you don't want to do anything, at least to relax your body, what you can do when you go to the bed, switch on the mobile, उसमें कोई भी yoga nidra or shavasana, just on that video and go to sleep. So, that 8-10 minutes sleep will give you the deep sleep, and which will give you energy, which will channelize your energy. And 7-8 hours का sleep का जो satisfaction मिलता है, वो आपको 10 minutes के sleep में मिल जाएगा. If you will do proper shavasana or yoga nidra.
You
So,
know,
uh,
Sushma ji,
yeah.
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर. I'm hoping this becomes reality, and not just during the pandemic, not just during difficulties, but as a way of life. Of course,
Correct.
the Delhi government introduced the course on happiness, and I think the whole nation is going towards that. We also celebrating International Yoga Day on the longest day of the year, June 21st. So it's my fervent wish that we bring all these practices, all this deep understanding of how to calm the mind, how to calm the body, and how to find peace, and how to let go of things that are not working. You know, and there's so much going on, and I just wanted to hear it from you as a teacher, and you see that happening. That's so amazing, and I'm so grateful. Do you have any
Yeah.
closing comments to tell people? What do you see? How should people grow through this period? We've talked about it in many different ways, the social and emotional, picking up the arts, thinking of new things to learn, online, offline, sharing. Any other things that we may have missed out? Any suggestions?
Okay, I will share one of the simplest way of a meditation. In India, there are so many different types of meditations are going on, and nothing is wrong. If any meditation is calming your mind, it's energize you, it's good for you. So if you have a special interest in some particular meditation, you please carry on. But I am giving you the simplest way, which will help you everywhere. It is called as a Anapan Sati meditation. An means Saska Ana, means it is called as a Purak. Yes, Purak in yoga language, and we can say inhale,
Inhale.
and Apan means it is exhale. So in yoga language, it is called as a Rechak. Yes. So Saska Ana or Jana, and the breath is all the time with you. Whenever, like, from the birth till you are died, so the breath is always with you. So it is a very simplest way. And first, people has to understand their body signals, like, yeah, I am in a stress, and I don't I feel this discomfort. I don't want this discomfort or this and I want some easiness. So first of all, accept it, something is wrong in my body, because body always give you this signal, and we always ignore it. है ना? So first listen to your body and what your body is saying, and if you want to calm yourself, जैसे कि I'm very much angry today, or I'm very sad, or I'm having fear in my mind. Like I have an exam and I'm feeling stressed. फिर ये exam appear करना है, अभी exam है तो मुझे क्या करना है? Or I want to go on a stage and I want to say something and I'm very much tense that I could not recall the things. कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा, अभी मैं क्या करूँ? तो at that time, do one thing, calm yourself and start watching your breath. Okay? If possible, you close your eyes, because whenever you close your eyes, you are connected with your inner. The eyes are like a window open now towards the outer world, because through eyes only we can see the world. So when your windows are closed, you can see in your inner what is happening. So observe your breath first, and for just few seconds or a few minutes, if you can give 2 minutes also to observe your breath, you can see the things are changed. Like when you are very angry, you can see your facial expression. You are so tense, your muscles are so tense, and your eyes become red, cheeks become red, your BP start, high, your BP rate has, pulse rate has also has changed. Your breathing is also very fast. So what you will do? Watch your breath, and slowly you will see that your pulse rate is becoming normal. Your breathing is becoming calmer, and you become very calm. And once you are calm, then only take any decision. Because in a negative because when you are not stable in your mind, you can't take a proper decision, because you cannot focus on the solution of the problem. You are focusing on the problem instead of that focus on your solution. So this is the one of the simplest way. After doing this, you just see, you open your eyes, and then the fear is gone. You become so confident. So this everyone can do in their life. And going to the bed also, you can do the same thing, like sit quietly. If you are can sit in a asana, padmasan or sukhasan, close your eyes, sit straight. That is very important. And then close your eyes and observe your breath. Watch your breath, that how the breath is coming and going down. Is it a slow? Is it a fast? It is a warm, or it is a cool? So that you have to observe. So that's it.
Wow. It's believe it or not, this is my daily meditation practice since 2002, and I'm grateful you explained it in such simple words. We can always complicate it talking about the science and the neuronal pathways shifting and the sympathetic nervous system. We don't need that to be able to explain the simplicity of it. And I'm so grateful we talked about all these things. By the way, this is your first video interview, you said. So did you calm yourself down using these techniques? Because you look so calm during the whole interview.
Yes, definitely. And during the Corona, I had started doing all the things. Like I started 1 hour group meditation. I'm sitting in with Vipassana on WebEx. Then I was teaching online also, and I from my school, this one Yoga Niketan Institute, from where I learn yoga. Our sir has also giving the online teaching. So 2 hours was the yoga, 1 hour was the group meditation, and the rest the things I used to, in my hobbies. So this is how you can make your life cool. That give some times for yourself in which you are interested, your hobbies. Maybe it is anything. Like you are taking a dance therapy also, Shankar. And I had
Yeah.
attended, I enjoyed it. So you can dance.
Yeah. So in fact, I mean, this is the most beautiful thing I observe. As much as you're a teacher, you are actually a learner. You're always learning new things. You're always sharing these things that you learn. So it's like on one hand you receive, and on the other hand you share. You get inspired or inspire, Anna, taking in, and expire or sharing. Dunya ke saath. Ana or Pana. It's such a beautiful thing. So with this, I think we can stop, and we anybody have any questions, we will give Sushma's contact information and also mine, so you can directly contact us. And if there's enough interest, we can always do a follow-on session. By the way, Sushma, you're also the first person I interviewed from Mumbai, from the place where I grew up, and you also grew up in Mumbai. I'm really grateful that I'm reconnecting back to my roots, to people who speak Marathi. I grew up speaking Marathi in my neighborhood in Dombivli, and you were in, was it Mulund or Bhanduk, right? So,
Yes.
so we have so much in common, and that's what we all human beings, we all life have in common. How can we share? How can we learn from each other? That's something I really saw in you, Sushma. All your life, you've been a lifelong learner and a lifelong teacher. So I'm very grateful for what you've done for people.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shankar, for giving me the chance to share the things and giving me the opportunity to talk with you. And it was a really enjoyable interview. I enjoy very much. Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing with your big heart and with your daughters. Next time you have to get your daughters. What are their names again? Dikshita? No.
Yeah, Samskruti and Shitija.
Kshitija and Sanskriti. We have to get them on board because they've been following you pretty fast. You write one poem, they
Yes.
write two. You do one drawing, they do two. So we have to get them.
Yeah, they can speak, they are speaking French language also,
That's
Spanish
right.
also, they are
That's
their
right.
own.
I told them that I've been learning Spanish and I got on Duolingo, Espanol.
You are the inspiration for them. You know that you had shown
Yeah.
them the way. Download the app Duolingo, and
All of
from
that.
that they.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, at my age, it's a little slower. The tube light sometimes takes time to turn on, but at their age, they're going double speed, which is fantastic. So with that, please make sure your kids get opportunities to learn rather than pushing them on what is in the school. There's so many things we can all learn from each other, and do it with a smile, do it compassionately and with a lot of compassion, and share it freely. So it's time to say goodbye to everybody, and please stay in touch. And thank you again, Sushma. You've been a great blessing to the community. And I hope your dream that every single person gets to learn, whether they have money or not, which caste they're from, which religion they're from, all that is immaterial. Learning is universal. And I hope your dream of bringing education at almost free or at very reasonable cost comes becomes real. I know it will, knowing your determination. And I know even the government is now taking steps in terms of how can education become more universal. It's not easy to educate 1.3 billion or 130 crore people, but this education for life, I see that happening. So again, thank you for wishing that, having that sankalpa, having that determination that everybody will learn.
Thank you so much and goodbye.
Goodbye.